this enthusiastically every single show. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Let's do it again. We'll do it again. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh! Well, just do it myself. Are you frozen there, man? You were frozen and it's just me. Look like a prick.
I was doing it. I really was. I genuinely was.
Jesus. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. I say everyone, Fuzzy and Sorrel. Welcome back, Fuzzy and Sorrel, for another episode of One Good Scare, where we cover all of your horror-related news. We have got Fuzzy of the Dunlop, oi oi, Savaloy, hashtag spooky shit, back with a vengeance, come on. We've got Super Sorrel, nice to see you, Sorrel, hope you're doing well, bud. And we've got Wayne of the Deacon.
Hey.
Fuck me, it's Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. I'm obviously.
Which one are you?
No, he absolutely is. He absolutely is.
We're in the 6-week lead up to Halloween, so I thought I'll go spooky. I get my candles. Also, the room smells immaculate. I got some blueberry. I got some pumpkin spice, some watermelon. You know, it's pretty good.
Jesus H Christ. We've got Joshy
you
Boy
look
Toys.
like you're in the fucking Matrix or something with your background, like the. It looks like the Matrix logo.
The Matrix. Oh, it does because of all the books. I've got this now as well. Watch this. I can forget a scare.
Insidious.
You see, the next time we're on with Simon's making us angry. I'll just get generally red.
That's just my defaults, you know.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, we're off tracks again. Let's see who we've got. Who else do you need? We've got Wayne saying, James, let me know when you want me to let you out of my dungeon.
I'm pretty comfy. I'm happy enough.
Could you imagine Wayne Deacon, dirty yeah. Anyway, let's crack on. We've got loads to get through tonight. So much, as James says, so much of exciting stuff. We've got some good stuff, we've got some shit stuff, Anaconda, but we've got lots of interesting stuff to talk about. And we're going to start off with this. Paula Shaw. Not a clue, James. Not a clue.
So Paula Shaw is an actress who played Mrs. Voorhees, Pamela Voorhees in Freddy vs. Jason.
Did she not die a few months back?
No,
not
in the original. She was in Freddy vs. Jason.
No, I mean in real life. Did she not die a few months back and we talked about her being dead?
Not Paula Shaw. She just died there like yesterday.
Someone from Friday the 13th died recently, didn't they?
One of the Scream Queens from like 8 or something died. Anyway, so she's Pamela Voorhees. So they couldn't get the original actress's name is escaping me. They couldn't get her for Freddy vs. Jason, so Paula Shaw was the actress that stepped in. The first time I ever saw Pamela Voorhees, I think, as a character, I remember watching. That was the first Nightmare or Freddy Jason movie I ever saw, and I remember that opening sequence in Camp Crystal Lake where she's like, "Jason, my boy," and then it's like she turns into Freddy. Then it's it's a really iconic for me anyway in horror movies, very iconic portrayal of the character. So it's very sad to see her go.
Very intense. I feel like she's looking into my very soul.
I mean, she played it very well. I have to say now, she was good. She was good in it. Yeah, I literally can't name another thing she was in, but I like looking at a picture of her. I didn't recognize that instantly. You know?
Yeah, she was rocking the turtleneck there. Yeah, very good.
She was.
Okay, sad to see her go. Rip. We talked a lot about Conjuring last week. We should have done all this.
Well, we have a lot of news because the 4th one came out on the day of the last one. So there's a bunch of new news. We'll be talking about the new one. Our thoughts on the new one later. So first up, there is a prequel movie in development at the moment. So the Conjuring 4 made $500 million. So probably, and that was I think a week ago. It's probably made more now, 600 or so, making it the 3rd highest grossing horror movie of all time after the 2 It movies. Just crazy, just a crazy amount of like when you think like a Scream movie on average makes about 150 200, a Halloween movie makes 150 200, this makes 500 in 2 weeks. Just wild.
So is the prequel then going to be these two then, or is I presume it is going to be
it's a mainline Conjuring movie and all we know is that it's a prequel, so I would presume that it's going to be the young actors who you see in the beginning of the 4th one. The guy in less so in that picture, but in the movie that just looks like Jason or Patrick Wilson. Like it just looks so much like good. Crazy. I wouldn't be against like getting young actors. I'd really like to see we were talking in our I'll Be Right Back recording about like the spooky room and there's so much stuff you could do. I'd love to see the story behind some of those objects. And like they say that they've done thousands of cases. I think in the new one he says he's done over 1,000 cases or something like that. So like there's so much history of the characters you can tell, I think, still.
Yeah. It would be interesting. It would be interesting. Looking forward to that, I guess. It's unfortunate the way her ears are illuminated, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? They're like glowing red.
They are very red. They're incredibly red.
They're the same colour as my top. We have got Jeff in the chat. Nice to see you, Jeff. Hope you're doing well. Hello, guys. Very David Brent Goaty. I'm just not even commenting anymore, Jeff. It's just, yeah.
I just haven't trimmed,
Turns me stomach. Wayne
Fiona says hi. Hi, Fiona. Thanks for watching.
Where's Fiona?
It says Fiona says hi on Jeff's post.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that.
You're just going to skip Fiona. How dare you?
Do apologise. Fiona, my sincere apologies. Nice to see you. Nice. Who says that? Am I allowed to say that? He's not been cancelled, ever. That was Brucey. That's all right. Yeah. Wayne, shit, as we can hear you. Thanks very much, Wayne. I asked how the volume was doing.
Right.
Until 3 weeks ago, I hadn't heard anyone mention The Conjuring. Now, everyone's a diehard fan all of a sudden. Fuzzy. Fear not. We've got 3 slides. No. 3 slides plus a review on The Conjuring tonight. So if you're not a fan, by the end of it, you will be.
We have 3 Conjuring movie reviews at the end. And 2 slides on news. And then I think there's something else. 4 slides on news, is it? There's a lot of Conjuring stuff this week anyway. Yeah, lucky you.
Fuzzy, just think yourself lucky, man. It's replacing Scream. Do you know what I mean? And if we're really lucky, there'll not be any bloody Silent Hill slides. So
there was no Silent Hill slides. I don't believe so. Anyway, the next bit of Conjuring news. So the HBO series has a showrunner, Nancy Won. She has worked on Jessica Jones. She was a writer on Jessica Jones, season 2, I think. So, which is one of my favorite seasons of that show. She was also writer on Supernatural for a bit as well, and then she's executive producer on a show called Tiny Beautiful Things I've never heard of. I'm cool. Yeah. I've never heard of it, but like Supernatural, my ears perked. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, you're a big fan. I've still not watched an episode of that. I'll have to catch up with that at some point.
It's great. I'm curious what the show's going to be. I really want it. Like we were just saying a minute ago about how like there's so many stories you can tell. I'd love each episode is a thing from the room.
Yeah, an anthology series as well.
Yeah, literally like that's what the Friday the 13th show back in the 80s was. I think that'd be really cool. Do something like that. And have like them maybe be the hosts of it or something like that. Like it's a lecture. Like they're telling a lecture in a classroom or something,
Yeah, like a Crypt Keeper kind of thing. Can we just comment on how great of an image that is? I love the imagery of the cross kind of on a...
Yeah.
Looks very cool.
Looks great, yeah.
We've got Andy. Happy evening. No, I've misread that. Evening, folks. A happy and positive Friday to you all. You too, bud. You too. Hope you're doing well, Andy. So yeah, very nice. Very nice. More Conjuring shit. Stuff.
This is a real world thing. So the Conjuring house is up for auction at the moment. So I checked the sales history of it. It sold for 1.2 million in 2014. And then it sold again in 2017 for 1.5 or something like that. So it's up for auction this time. So it might go lower, it might go higher. That'd be just like I can't imagine the Warrens Museum cost. Like, do you think people buy this for a house or buy this because it's the Conjuring house?
I think they get a better price because it's linked to the story. But sticking with the Conjuring theme, I've done some reading around the Warrens in some of these cases and stuff like that. It's bullshit, isn't it?
You were pretty harsh on them in the video that we did.
Oh, Jesus. It's yeah, and we'll chat about that later on, but people absolutely buy this kind of stuff, and I would imagine they can make a pretty penny from nerds like us going and visiting the Conjuring house and that kind of stuff, It
is mad to me that like Warner Brothers didn't jump on the opportunity to own the Warrens house and open a museum, buy this and do a museum or a tour or something like that. Like it's sort of crazy. It seems like a bit of a missed opportunity.
But from what I understand, the Warrens house is kind of like it's not in a prime location and it's literally just a room. If they're going to do something like that, they're not going to do it at like a theme park or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know that there's much footfall, shall we say? I don't know.
Okay.
Fuzzy wants to know if it comes with a noose.
Maybe.
You can pop down to B&Q and get yourself one. I don't think it's... Yeah.
You have to cut it yourself, to cut the rope yourself.
Andy's come on for a bit of positivity. First live show of Court and Live Weeks. First image I say a noose hanging in the front.
That's a sign,
It's a sign,
yeah. So we have a new Amityville movie. On that topic, how do you pronounce the name of this house?
Yeah, I think you were right. I think I've always called it Amityville, but
now you're lucky.
I
cut right because when we were recording our I'll Be Right Back for the Conjuring. I had to cut this out for because your audio kind of went at the time. But I said Amityville and you said Amityville, and you ripped the piss out of me like, oh, Amityville, you know. And and there you go. I was right.
I don't think I did. People know me. People know that I wouldn't.
I still got that. I can upload that. I can you know. Chunk it separate. Anyway, we're getting a new movie. I'm a fan of the first one. The first one. I like the first one and the remake.
Ryan Reynolds has let himself go. Is that was it Ryan Reynolds that was in this?
It was Ryan Reynolds in the remake of it, and I thought he was quite good. And it was the first serious thing I'd seen him in. But I you know the house is iconic. I think. So we're getting a new one. It's David Sandberg, who did Until Dawn. But he also did Annabelle. I think he did Annabelle Creation. He did Lights Out as well. So he's worked on Conjuring stuff as well. So like, you know, Until Dawn wasn't great.
I haven't still
his other movies are fantastic. So I'm fairly confident it'll be good.
I guess my only grumble and issue with this, and I'm interested in what people think in the comments, is the story for this doesn't change. Do you know what I mean? It really. How many times can we see the same story on? Because this is the third. We've got a bit of it in the Conjuring universe, a little bit of it. It's like what
there's 50 different Amityville things. Like you type in Amityville into Amazon Prime, and there's 50 to the Amityville project, the Amityville whatever, and then the main horror series has 7 or 8 films, I think. Imagine 2 people from different countries pronouncing something differently. Exactly. There is an accepted pronunciation of places and names, though. I think. Yeah.
Amityville. I think you're probably right. Yeah. I'm not particularly excited about this. I feel like I've seen the Amityville horror many a time. So
anything can be good, though. Yeah.
Anything can be good. That's very true, James. Anything can be crap as well, can't it?
That's true. That's very true.
What a strange point, but yeah, fair enough. Moving on.
Paul Walter Hauser, are you familiar? He was he's been cast. He was Mo-Man. He was great as Mo-Man. Really underrated actor. I was told last week I look like him, I think. With the
he's pretty good looking.
Hair, with the mustache. I think he's a handsome man.
That's why I'm saying you don't look like him.
All right. He's been cast in...
He's got a full head of hair, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? Just saying.
Can I get on with the news now? Or will you just skip it? So he's been cast in Zach Krieger's Resident Evil movie. He's joined the cast of that. So, I mean, Austin Abrams, I think, is the guy from Weapons who's going to be in it as well. Okay. So, the cast is turning out great so far. I really love this guy. Excited to see what kind of character he'll play, if he'll be a protagonist or a villain, maybe, or something. Have I lost weight? I have. I'm down 22 pounds.
Good stuff. Is the Amityville Horror House still there? Been for sale before? Any details? Love the Ryan Reynolds one with Melissa George. Angel from Home and Away, if Pete watched that back in the day. Yeah, remember?
It's still there. They had to change the windows so that it's less recognizable because people would stop and take photos and stuff like that and camp outside and all. So, it looks a bit different now because that iconic kind of half moon window is gone. But it's still there. You can still go see it. If I was in Long Island, I'd pop by it.
Yeah. It's the kind of place we'll go and visit, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. That's a cool image as well, like that. Yeah. Bit of Alien news.
So Alien Romulus. You liked Alien Romulus, didn't you? You were a fan?
Yes, I did. I wanted more. I wanted more horror with face hookers. I feel like a common moan of mine, which will surprise you because I don't moan a lot. But a moan of mine is that they show so much of the good stuff in the trailers, and I kind of feel I saw most of the scary bits from
all the amazing stuff. I was so hyped going in, and then there wasn't much outside of that. You're right, I think.
We're wrong. We should have just gone straight away. And
this is another shit. I liked it. I really liked the synth guy in it, who's also in The Long Walk, which we'll be talking about later. I thought he was fantastic in that and this as well. So Fede Alvarez is the director of this. So he also did the Evil Dead remake and Don't Breathe. So he is not returning to do direct the sequel. He said he looks at Alien unless you're Ridley Scott, really, you should only do one. movie. Like you put your stamp on it and let someone else have a go of it, basically, unless you're really Scott. So I thought that's a kind of an interesting attitude to have. But he's writing it, and then they're going to be looking for another director to do the sequel.
I tell you what I did love about this from memory was the world building. I loved all the stuff about them on the planet and all that kind of stuff.
The mining planet and seeing how like they get fucked over by the companies and stuff like that. Like that. Yeah, exactly. I thought that was really cool. That's what I loved about it as well. The big freaky alien baby thing at the end was a bit odd.
I didn't mind that. Fuzzy's just saying, check out my new commissions, Andy. He's got some stunning ones. The Predator one in particular is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
So is there? I know you're not like super into like who directs what and stuff like that. Is there anyone you'd have in mind that you'd think that they do a cool alien movie? No.
I don't. I'm not. I like a good movie, but I'm not really a kind of a linked into directors and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I have to say I'm enjoying the Alien TV show.
Yeah, it's so good. Noah Hawley is doing that.
So I would kind of like to see more in that, really. But yeah. Andy's just asking Fuzzy who did those commissions. It was Lost Boy Comics, I think he's called. Andy, we did a little brief thing on him on Rusty Staples a little while ago. I'm sure I showed some of the images of his Instagram. I read Ridley is interested in a new Alien. Not a Gladiator 2 was dire.
I didn't see it. I think we reported on the new Alien thing he wants to do, but my sort of attitude was I kind of want to see fresh people doing these and see what they can do with it, because I wasn't a big fan of Prometheus, and Covenant was okay. But like I think Romulus was way better, and Earth is just phenomenal. So like I think.
Did you not see Gladiator 2?
No, I know Pedro's in it. I should have seen it, but
I was going to say I thought you'd be. I mean, he's in kind of tight armor and stuff. I thought you'd be all over that, literally. I'll
watch it eventually.
It's not the best. SM, nice to see you. Making a new Alien movie and TV shows doesn't make sense with the timelines, such as Whale and Utari not believing Ripley after the first film. I hear you. I get what you're saying, but I think we kind of just need to leave continuity behind a little bit and just go with the flow with the new. Because I'm a bit lost off with where Alona, my missus, when we were watching it the other day, said, "Where does this fit?" And I was like, I don't know.
Apparently it's 2 years before, but no, I think you're absolutely right in the sense that like Whale and Utani have had access to a xenomorph before.
Yeah, so they're calling them xenomorphs. Do you know what I mean?
They call them xenomorphs. Yeah, but you have like the AVP movies aren't canon. I don't really consider the Covenant and Prometheus canon in my head, because I just don't like the idea that they were created by a synth thing. I hate that. I just like to think it's this mysterious species from a planet, you know?
Yeah, alien race. Yeah, I'm all for more in the Alien and Predator universe, and like James said, we'll touch on the latest Alien Earth, a couple of episodes near the end.
Yeah.
Nah. Before you ask, nah.
Okay. A24 has acquired the rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so they're doing a reboot movie with Glenn Powell is producing, possibly starring. I feel like he's from. I don't know why. I'm not basing this on anything. I feel like is he from Texas? I feel like he's from Texas.
He's got that kind of cowboy kind of boots kind of look going on. But I don't know if that's where he's actually from. Or not.
I would actually love to see him play like one of the Sawyer family in this. I think he could be really cool in that as like a gross villain guy.
Fuzzy saying yes, he is. He's from Texas.
He's from Texas. Yeah, there. I shot in the dark, and there you go. Yeah. I mean, like that. I hope he's in it. I don't know. I don't think he's produced anything else. But A24 is a great studio. I just don't like Texas Chainsaw Massacre particularly. The ones I've seen, I just don't enjoy, and it annoys me that it is, despite the fact that it's the worst of like the big horror franchises, it's the one that they just keep making. You know,
I don't think I've sat through an entire Texas Chainsaw movie. I don't know why. It's just not appealing to me. It's not my. But as we've talked about on the last show, I love the true crime, the true life story of what inspired this. But I don't know. I think I tried watching the original a while ago, and it did nothing for me.
Oh, it's crap. Nothing for us. Absolutely. Like I know you have to appreciate it's 1974. This was very new to do a movie like this at the time. But like I was so disappointed when I watched it, I think last Halloween, and I was like, oh, that was like completely bloodless. Almost nothing happening on screen. It was boring. It was weird. I just didn't enjoy watching it particularly at all. So I would like to make a good one. I feel like for me, X is the best Texas Chainsaw movie. Like, that's in my opinion. So like I if you get good talent behind it, I'd like to see them do one that I'm like come out of and I'm like, oh, that was great. But it's just not happened. I don't think any of them are good particularly. So
I mean, we'll obviously, I'm sure we'll give it a go when it comes out, and we'll give it a watch. But it's not a one that I'm particularly excited about. Do you know what I mean? It's just not a franchise I'm into.
Just hillbilly horror. I've never been a big
fan I don't mind. I mean, I love the original, not the sequels because I went utter crap. I love the Wrong Turn original movie. I like Hills Have Eyes. That's a bit weird. But I don't know, there's just something about this doesn't out for us. Fuzzy's just saying the baddie from season 1 of True Detective should play Texas Chainsaw. Can't remember his name. It's that long since I've seen that, Fuzzy. I can't even remember who the bad guy was. Yeah. Listen, we've got 12 people watching. Thank you so much, everybody. Please do hit that like and subscribe. And we really do appreciate it. We're very close, tantalizingly close to 500 subscribers. So please spread the word. If you're not a subscriber already, please do subscribe. It would be much appreciated. What the hell is this?
Have you ever seen Sleepaway Camp, the original Sleepaway Camp?
Don't think so. Don't ring the bell.
So kind of classic 80s camp murder movie. So there's a few of them. I think there's 3 or 4 of them. So Kenan Thompson, who you might know from Kenan and Kel and Saturday Night Live, is producing a remake. This just came out yesterday. We don't know much else about it. I thought it was a very interesting person to be attached to. There just does seem to be recently a lot of random... Yeah, he's a comedian, a comedic actor, like Kenan and Kel and shit. There does seem to lately be a lot of random people attached to things, that you're just like, why is this person on this thing? But like I like Sleepaway Camp. I like the original.
Tell us what Sleepaway Camp is. I don't think I've even heard of that one, to be honest.
It's literally just like a Friday 13th-esque kind of, this group of sorority girls at a camp and they're getting murdered. That's all I really remember about it. I watched it like half pissed like 4 Halloweens ago, and I remember liking it. So
I'd expect nothing less.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeff was literally about to write that he loves Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn. Yeah, me too, mate. Andy, subscribe. I'll think about it.
Appreciate it. Just think, if you subscribe when we hit 500, you can unsubscribe, and then we're not 500 anymore. So yeah.
And then we've got some casting news.
Yeah, so this is Insidious 6 casting. Is that right? Yeah. So I can't name everybody on the screen here. So Jacob Chase, who did a movie called Come Play, will be directing it. Lynn Shay is Come Play.
Come Play.
Come Play. C-O-M-E.
Come Play.
Come Play. Come Play. Like Come Play.
Oh, I thought you meant C-U-M Play.
I mean, that'd be very...
I've watched a film about that.
Very different direction you're taking this. Yeah, Lynn Shay is returning, Amelia Eve and Brandon Perea joining the cast, scheduled for August 21st, 2026. So, I'm not caught up on Sticky. 17 to 500, I've got to a bot that could...
Right, James. Right. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? What? Insidious? Which one's remind us? That's the one with the red face thing.
It's the one they go into the ether kind of thing.
Yeah, like the smoky place where
it's the one you keep mixing up with The Conjuring, but it's not The Conjuring, just because it's Patrick Wilson's in both of them and James Wan directs.
So was the last one of those something about a red door?
The red door, Insidious 5, the red door. There is. I was quite surprised. We were at Fred Love Horror last year, and Lynn Shay had one of the biggest queues there. Based on just purely on her Insidious work, and I was really shocked at that. Like, there was some, as far as I was concerned, horror legends there from like 80s and 90s stuff, and it was the Insidious person that got the most people. And I know Lynn Shay has her own legacy as well, but
let's be honest, she's old. She's not dead yet, is she? So I can say stuff about her not worry you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to get cancelled. No. So let's be honest, she's a little old dear. she friggin' milked it. I mean, she was stood on stage taking her bows and stuff for what felt like about half an hour.
That's fair. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Unless that's just because she couldn't bend to sit back down. I don't know. But, you know, she was... I was like, come on, man.
No, like, yeah, it went on a little long. But people were excited to see her, you know. I mean, if you were up on a stage and people were, like, crying about you being there, so happy and clapping and shit. I do a bow as well, you know.
You can't. I don't think I can physically do a bow.
You get locked when you're down.
Andy's saying Sticky is a fairly underappreciated. I agree. Sticky and moist. I like moist. Bilious and bulbous. My favorite.
I regularly use bilious and bulbous in my daily life now.
I'm proud of you. I feel I've taught you something.
Yeah, there you go. Stand in my mind. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It's been rated PG-13. Bit disappointed. I don't know why I kind of expected or hoped that they would up the violence a little bit and go a little bit more into the horror stuff. When like a lot of the fan base of this is kids for some reason. But yeah, PG-13, indicating a toned down approach to horror to appeal to a broader audience. So the last one was also PG-13.
Give us an example of a horror movie that's a PG-13. I'm trying to work out where the level is for the. I thought the last movie was cack.
Yeah, well, the last one, you can get away with a little bit, but not much.
So it's not going to be a horror then, really, is it?
It'll have like jump scares. It's not going to be super, like it's not going to be gory or anything like that. It'll be mostly like cutting away from stuff happening and stuff. Yeah.
I can't get excited about this based on the last film. I know it's got a huge fan base, but I just
see, I want to like them. I want them to be good, you know. But the last one, I was just like really disappointed. And you know what the shit thing is? My strategy for seeing horror movies undisturbed is to go at like 12 o'clock. But now it's gonna be kids on school on like Christmas break, so it's gonna be full anyway. So that's annoying. But I hope, I want it to be good. I hope it's good. Matthew Lillard as Springtrap. I'm gonna go just to see that. You know, so that'd be cool. But
Claggy. All right, claggy.
Throbbing. I've never heard the word throbbing.
Throbbing's a good word. I like throbbing as well.
Yeah.
Throbber.
Random, very random.
Yeah.
So you might be familiar with.
Oh, sorry, just no, Joshy boy, man.
Oh, Taro,
that was.
I think that's the worst thing we've
god awful
watched
movie.
and talked about. Like that was awful. No, it's not.
Leprechaun beats Taro, but Taro.
I'd rather watch Leprechaun again.
Dire. Now it happened in Taro, did it?
No, it was just such an utilized premise. I thought they could have done so many cool things with that, and they just didn't.
Yeah, he's ran for he's
ditched.
He's ditched. So yeah, this is weird.
So my memory is that The Last Witch Hunter, the Vin Diesel kind of horror action thing, was from like 2009 or something like that. So we're getting a sequel. Michael Caine is coming out of retirement.
Is he not dead?
No,
I'm sure Michael Caine is dead.
He's 92. No, he's still alive. He's coming out. He retired a few years ago. Sarle's still here. He is coming back out of retirement for this movie. Of all movies in the world to go back for. Not a Chris Nolan movie, not like The Odyssey or something. The Last Witch Hunter 2. It was absolutely shite. I know I watched it, but I don't remember anything.
So when you hated it. When you sent us this, I did a quick Google, and I know, like you, I've watched this.
Yeah.
But I've got no recollection of at all of it. Do you know what I mean? No. Yeah, no recollection at all. Sorrel says, by the way, check out the tick at the side of my name.
Oh, I don't know. Are we able to see that?
I can't see any tick.
I can't see a tick. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Is it like that he's commenting the most or something? You know, everyone has the number 1, number 2 thing now.
We can't see any ticks, Sorrel, so you are tickless.
No.
I don't know why, but that tickled us. Yeah, you're tickless, Sorrel. I might go back and we should go back and rewatch this when this film's coming out and just see what it's like, the original.
Yeah, I'm up for that. If they're starting now, it'll be early 27, I would think. It's good fun.
What in the shit?
So this is Winnie the Pooh Black Honey. This is
again. I've watched a video on YouTube. Oh, that as well, I think.
So this is like a Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff kind of thing. It feels like, like I don't know if it is related at all to the Blood and Honey stuff. But it's like you're evading Winnie the Pooh kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, right.
So I hate the art style.
I mean, that kid looks like he's got consumption or something, doesn't he? He looks ill.
Yeah, so they're really, now we're getting into like, do you know what, that thought hadn't even occurred to me of like, you know, we're talking about these free use stuff. You know, now we're getting Pinocchio and Winnie the Pooh and stuff. That video games is the next thing that you'll start doing, like free use horror video games. Wild. Rubbish little game,
yeah, cack.
Yeah.
This is interesting. So it is kind of horror related.
I think so. Aliens related.
Yeah, this is Hot Toys. This is the Miles Morales Spider-Man. If you've watched if you've read Aliens versus Avengers, the Hickman miniseries from a little while back, cracking little series, well worth a read. During that, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, gets a face hugger attached to his chest. And that's what this figure is. It looks pretty interesting.
It's a face hugger with the Venom symbiote on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I love the fact they're doing stuff slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that they're pushing themselves a little bit to do comic-y related characters.
Yeah.
Have to be honest, I think this looks like trash. I think the suit looks freaking awful. It's like he's wearing a baggy PJs. I don't know what's.
Yeah, I mean it's obvious that there's reused stuff here from the video game like skin line. You know, I think that's what they're doing. Like this to me is probably the white suit from the end of the second game, and they just turned the black symbiote kind of look over it.
The best bit for me in this entire thing isn't even the face hugger that goes in his chest, so that is quite interesting. It's the severed alien head, the xenomorph head that you get with it. He's holding. That's
pretty cool. I literally, I think word for word, pretty much agree with you that I think it's cool to see that they're doing these kind of out there very comic specific suits. That's cool, and there's probably going to be one. I'd imagine in the next like 4 or 5 months, there's going to be one. You're like, oh, I made like a Wonder Woman Dead Earth Wonder Woman or something like that. You know, it's going to be really cool, and you're going to be like, I'll get that immediately. I'm not going to get this. I wasn't a massive fan. Like I enjoyed it, but I think there was room for improvement with this comic. I like the idea of, you know, a symbiote xenomorph kind of thing. But yeah, it's just not for me. But cool to see. I'm happy to see that they're going this route with stuff though.
Yeah. So Joshy, that's exactly my point. I don't know why it just doesn't look. I don't know. It looks like he's wearing a tracksuit or something. I
don't know what the way around that would be though. Do you know, like what you?
Well, we've got loads of Spider-Man figures that don't look like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They don't look bad. He looks. Fuzzy's getting excited. He looks ill. He's ill. Oh, he's saying, I don't know why I shouted that. Because it's concern, Fuzzy. It's concern. I can tell you're worried about the poor chap.
Aren't they like all starving though as well? Because it's like xenomorphs have taken over the planet. So.
Not at this point, he hasn't, has he? I really don't think Hot Toys thought, let's make him look like he's starving. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. This is interesting. Not a one for me, I have to say, but yeah, interesting. What the fuck? I mean, what is this?
I like to see this kind of shit, man. So this is Spirit Halloween, very well-known Halloween kind of costume company. So this is their Retro Jason line. So this is like modeled off of the NES Friday the 13th game. So there's like, I think there's a NECA figure of it. There's like skins in different games. It's very kind of iconic look of the blue mask with the purple. Because of how limited like graphics was at the time. So I think it's a pretty cool, like, you know, if I was in a costume shop and I was going to do a Jason, I think I would probably pick this one over the other ones
you would wear this
just for the nicheness of it, I think. Yeah. And I like that there's a sexy one too. I think I appreciate that.
I mean, I'm focusing on the fishnets and boots, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what's the little midget in the middle? Is that a toy or is that?
No, it's a kid's one.
Oh, okay.
The kid's one, adult one, and the female one.
Mince, bin it, absolutely. Did Jason have a name badge on in the game? Was he labeled? Was he labeled?
I mean, I wouldn't think they'd have the graphical capabilities to put a name tag on him, but yeah, I saw it But I literally didn't put 2 and 2 together. That doesn't make any sense. That he's
I like the fact that the ladies is blue rather than just to distinguish the outfits. Her name badge is blue, isn't it?
Yeah, and she's also called Jason.
You're allowed, how dare you? You're allowed these days to call yourself whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Absolutely. Yeah. We just want a new movie instead of this tat. Absolutely.
I think if you know what this is, and I think if somebody went all in on the grey kind of like around their head and stuff like that to mimic it perfectly, I think it would be a really cool looking costume.
I'm with Fuzzy. I think there is a how can I say this without being insulting? There is a proportion of people like yourself, James, who are probably nerdy and sad enough to recognize this. The vast majority of people will say, "What the shit? Why is that purple and blue? What are you doing?" They'll have no recollection or understand that this is some reference to a 20-year-old crap game.
Yeah, but like I know what it is. So I'll be happy to see it.
Well, exactly.
I hope we see people James, in front of the horror with it. You know?
Oh my God, can you imagine? No. If you're happy, that's all that matters. Why has the kid got a massive axe strapped to his back? Yeah. Tat, absolute tat. Okay, let's talk about some trailers that are out.
Yes,
this is Coyotes.
This looks really fun. I think we're in like a renaissance of animal attack comedy horror movies. I feel like with Cocaine Bear and then this.
Yeah.
I liked it. Like there's a joke in it that it's basically like this is like that movie with the birds. It's like the birds, the Alfred Hitchcock one. It is. I feel like I could take a coyote.
I beg your pardon?
I could take a coyote. I think.
I don't think you're allowed to. James, there's laws against that. Certainly over here. But whatever you get up to in your own time, fair enough.
This looked really funny. This looked really fun. I think there's like a lot of gore in the trailer as well. You know, so I think it's gonna have good kills.
I hope we're not showing all the good kills. This basically, guys, if you haven't seen the trailer for this, it's packs of coyotes attacking a housing estate. Basically, it looks stupid. It looks silly, but I love the main actor in it. I've forgotten his name.
Justin Long.
Yeah, Justin Long. Yeah. I like him. So I think, I'll watch this. I think this gives us, like you've just said, Cocaine Bear vibes. It'll just be silly fun. Fuzzy says you're delusional if you think you can take a coyote. This looks fun. This looks good. £22 off. He thinks he's Tarzan. Worth a watch the trailer, guys. Should be fun. Wow. What?
Now, I put this on the list before I saw the trailer, so it was less horror oriented than I was expecting. Because I saw someone label it as a horror, and it's Brian Fuller who did Hannibal. So this is like Dust Bunny. So it's this little girl. Monsters killed her parents or something, and she hires like a hitman that kills monsters to kill them. Yeah. But then there's people involved. There's like gangs involved in some way. There's sort of like it's got a bit of a John Wicky kind of vibe to some of it as well.
Sigourney Weaver shooting bullets out of her heels.
Yeah, it looks bonkers, like absolutely wild.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I am listening to you. I'm still trying to focus, and I'm trying to resist mocking you for the way you combined horror and orientated two words into
horror-orientated.
Horror-orientated. This is very hard-hated. This is hard-hated.
Horror-orientated.
I watched this trailer and I didn't have a frigging clue what was going on. I do like him. Mads Mikkelsen, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I like him. Sigourney Weaver's in it, but I don't really understand what the film's about, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, are you on Tinder or something? What's going on?
I was just checking something. I thought I hadn't watched the trailer that we're talking about in a minute, and I realized I did. So I'm like, okay.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what my Mrs. calls me when she's spring cleaning. Just Anaconda.
Why? Why is this the route you're taking with it? So, where do you even fucking start with this? So, the new Anaconda movie just got a new trailer. So, it stars Jack Black and Paul Rudd as two aspiring filmmaker friends
So they're not playing. Sorry, they're
themselves.
not playing Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
No, yeah, I think that would have been more interesting, to be honest. If
yeah,
you did
me
like
too.
if you did a Tropic Thunder kind of thing with them or something like that. So basically, they're two aspiring filmmaker friends, and they love they love the original Anaconda movie. So they're going to the like Amazon or whatever to make a remake of it, and then they get attacked by an actual giant anaconda.
Yeah.
Did you like anything about it?
No. Do you know what? I don't mind Jack Black. It just looked. I just couldn't get my head around why and what it's actually.
Who's this for? Because like, if you love the original Anaconda movie, this is just a piss take.
Yeah.
So why would you want to watch this?
The bits that were meant to be funny, I didn't find funny. Like the pig strapped to his head bit. I was like, what?
Yeah, I didn't really find that. I thought it was funny that they had a snake and the snake gets killed.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny. And then like the snake in the movie, the anaconda in the movie is like impressively big, I think. Yeah. But it's also clearly CGI. Yeah, I don't know. It's like they've Jumanji'd it. It's sort of weird. But I kind of, when I heard the idea, I was like, that could be really interesting. But then seeing the trailer, I'm just like,
the trailer didn't out for us.
Yeah,
no. For us.
I'll still go see it, but I'm just like, I'm not really. I'm actually like less interested in it now that I've seen some of it than I was before. Yeah.
And then we've got the trailer for Wake Up Dead Man.
Wake Up Dead Man. This is the new Knives Out. We're getting a spooky one, similar to the Poirot ones, where the third one's the spooky one. So, this has I love. First off, first Knives Out movie is phenomenal. Phenomenal. One of my favorites. Absolutely. Fuzzy, I don't care what you say. That is genuinely a top 10 movie for me. Because it just had everything I love. Like I love the kind of Poirot-esque murder mystery kind of thing. It did that, but twisted it in an interesting way. James, you look a bit like Jack Black, more chicken than lava. I'll take that as a compliment. I like Jack Black's a handsome man, you know. So I'm loving the look of this. Like Josh Brolin is the victim in it, and he plays a priest who's killed in a confession booth, sort of that no one could have gotten in or out of, kind of thing. Really good cast: Andrew Scott, Kerry Washington. The rest of it's escaping me.
There's a whole host. There's a whole host of big names in it. Jeremy Renner.
Close, I think. Jeremy Renner, yeah.
So it's getting great reviews from what I've seen so far. They must have done some press screenings and things like that. I love the first one. It's one of my favourite movies. Second one didn't blow us away as much. Glass Onion, I think it's called. Yeah.
I liked it, but it's nowhere near the first movie.
Yeah. But the trailer for this looks great. Excuse me. So yeah, I think this could be really good. Looking forward to seeing this one. It's out in cinemas, but then it's coming to Netflix pretty rapidly as well.
That's a week or two or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I'm going to rush to the cinema to see this, man.
I'll go see it in the cinema. I like a cinema experience first. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I'll probably see it when it comes onto TV. Reviews.
No, this is a trailer.
Oh, I don't think I saw this one, did I?
I didn't either, thank God. We'll talk about it next week. That was why I was looking it up. I was like, did I watch this? And like, I've realized now, no, I didn't. Or if I did, I don't remember now. But
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, okay. We'll come back to it now. We'll come back to it next week.
Okay. I wanted to mention this briefly because it is kind of horror related. This is Inside number 9. This is the live stage show, Stage Fright. It was a limited run down in London, which I was devastated because, as you all know, I've talked about it many times. I'm a big fan of Inside number 9, but I missed the stage show. But then they decided, because it was just overwhelmingly popular, they decided to do a limited tour. Got to see this in Sunderland just recently. Absolutely phenomenal. I think this is quite possibly my favourite theatre show I've ever seen. And I absolutely get it. That's because I am a big fan of the series and the guys in general. James, you would love it. The first scene, basically it's an anthology kind of show. They split the show into, I think it's about 5 different stories. The first story is when the theatre opens, you're looking into the theatre, and it's all about people getting irritated with people on the phones, crankling food and stuff like that. And it's just superb.
Well, that's cool.
They then redo an episode of the show, which is Bernie Clifton's dressing room, which is a great great episode, but then they interject and stuff. There's a great bit that they do where they do a kidnapping scene, and so two bungling kidnappers grab someone, tie them to the chair with a bag on their head. Yeah. Every single show they do, it's a different celebrity. So every night you go and see it, it's a different celebrity.
Nice.
The celebrity's been given only 5 prompts of, when I say this, you got to do that. The rest of it's just improv. And it was just phenomenal. So the night we went, come with my daughter, our celebrity was Chris Ryan. Chris Ramsey. The Geordie comedian.
Nice.
And he was just amazing. Yeah. And then the second half is just mind-boggling. I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but it's starts off with you're watching a 60s Hammer horror thing, and then it's actually not a Hammer horror thing, it's a play, then it's not really a play, it's something else, and then it's actually something else you're watching. And by the end of it, you're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. The show ends, and people will literally stand up and leaving from the audience. And I said to Jessica, I'm not going to spoil it, but that's not such and such or something. And the show wasn't over. It was just kind of so yeah, it was just brilliant. If you get the opportunity to go and see it, really, really do recommend people.
If it comes over here, then I'd like to see that.
There's no island dates at the moment. It is in Manchester when we're down for the love of horror. It's completely sold out everywhere. Okay. But yeah, very, very cool. If you get a chance to go and see it, please do go and see it. I feel like we've talked about Wednesday a lot already.
Just watched this, so I've not talked about it. I've only I don't think we've talked about the new episodes here. This came out since. So, Wednesday season 2, the second half has come out. What are your thoughts on this before I'm going to go in?
Loved it. Really enjoyed it. I just think this is a good little series. It's not groundbreaking, do you know what I mean? But it is a show that I quite happily sit and watch with my missus. And have fun with. Yeah, it's a good series. Yeah. I think I've said before, Jennifer Ortega, I could do without her in the series, to be perfectly honest. I like the other characters and the surrounding characters.
I think that's not selling her enough. I think she's great. I loved it. I'm a big fan of a body swap. So like I love Freaky Friday. So like there's an episode of this where there's a body swap in it, and I just thought that was hilarious. I think it's so in a weird way. Do you know when you watch a show like this and you're a few episodes in or whatever, you know these characters, you kind of forget that they're acting. So when you have the Enid and Wednesday swap bodies, and Jenna Ortega's doing the whole flamboyant kind of outgoing thing, I just thought that was hilarious. Yeah, I think they both nailed each other perfectly. That's one of my favorite episodes of the show so far. I thought the mysteries all tied together in a really good way. Like you had the Steve Buscemi's character, there was something going on with him, and then there was the Siren's mom thing and the cult leader, and that all kind of climaxed together, and that the Hyde's storyline kind of came to.
Did you recognize the cult leader? You know who he was?
I looking at him, I knew he's somebody I know, but who is it?
It's Rico from Starship Troopers.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah. There you go.
I can recognize that jawline anywhere.
Yeah. I tell you. Yeah, he was great. I thought I was very satisfied by the end of it, but we still got room for mysteries. I will say the one thing was that I was so confident at the halfway point before the break that the woman in the cell was going to be the aunt.
Yeah.
And so I felt like it was a bit of a left turn that it's your man's mom, because I don't think there had been any reference to her up to that point.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a bit random. But then we got a tease at the end of this that the aunt is alive and hates Wednesday for some reason. There's going to be kind of a follow up to that. I feel like that would have been a better choice of character for Lady Gaga than having her in 20 seconds of this.
I didn't think they used Lady Gaga. Gaga well enough.
I feel like they just got her in for marketing because the song was going to be in it, and she did a song, and that song went viral with the dancing last time. Hey, Connie.
Hi, Connie. Joshy boys, just seen anyone watch Gen V? I didn't realize season 2 was out, Josh, to be honest.
Came out yesterday. 2 days ago. I haven't watched it yet. First 3 episodes.
So they've not dropped the full season, the first 3, is it?
First 3 episodes.
Grand, I'll watch that.
Yeah, I'll watch
Good
that.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Spawn.
So I've been watching this over the last week. I'm on to season 2 now. I I very little familiarity with Spawn. Kind of growing up, I was playing Mortal Kombat the other day, and Spawn's a character, and I was playing it. There were some like intros, and I was just like, "This guy seems cool." So I was kind of in the mood to go check out some of it. And this has always been kind of hailed as the best Spawn thing, like the perfect representation of the character. Really good, like phenomenal. I think like very, very Batman the Animated Series, but like a lot more graphic and vulgar and dark. You know. Okay. The art style is gorgeous. It has like some kind of anime influence. It feels like it was HBO that did it, so it's like really high production values. The storyline takes some interesting turns. The one thing was I felt a bit annoyed at was that there's like times where Spawn's not doing something about something, and I feel like I don't understand why he isn't. You know, like he'll sometimes he'll jump in and save a person.
But he's an anti-hero, isn't he? He's a soldier of fortune or whatever. I don't think Spawn's a good guy.
Well, no, he kind of hangs around and befriends. He like lives in this kind of like alley, like a crime alley kind of thing, and he befriends like the local homeless people. So sometimes he'll jump like, and because he's there, it often attracts like kind of like people like mobsters that are after him or whatever. So like a lot of the time they're getting hurt because of like him being there and they're looking for him or whatever. And sometimes he'll be watching and your man, like someone will break one of the homeless people's arms and he won't do anything until they're about to get shot or something. I'm just like, oh, you could have stepped in a bit earlier. Other than that, I thought it was great. Like I really thought the voice acting Keith David plays him. He's so good. Like it was really just fantastic.
Asking what channels it's on, how you watch it?
Is Joshua Boy in the UK?
I don't know. Is Joshua
so it would be on HBO Max if you're in America, or it's on Sky. I watched on Sky or Now TV if you have that as well. Yeah. Really, I'd really recommend it. All 3 seasons are there anyway.
After we chatted last week about The Conjuring, I decided to go back. I think I'd said that The Conjuring 1 was my favourite. Went back and watched Conjuring 2 because you guys were saying how great it was. Really enjoyed it. Really, I still think I prefer Conjuring 1. Really enjoyed it. There's some great jump scares in it. My big issue with this is I think when you've watched the documentaries and things about the real Enfield haunting and stuff, etc., and then it's even worse when you go and watch documentaries about the Warrens and you see how they had pretty much naught to do with this case at all. Do you know what I mean? They turned up uninvited. Nobody asked them to come, and they were told to piss off. Yeah. You know, they had nothing to do with.
But in this, it's like Lorraine's facing her nemesis, Valak. Yes. You know, So I think this is one of the scariest movies ever made. Genuinely, I think the nun sequence, all of the nun sequences in this, there's the long shot down the hallway, terrifying. The bit where the frame is coming, the shadows walking over to the frame, terrifying. The bit where she's like in the mirror and she's looking back and forth, terrifying. Like I proper nearly shipwrecks in the cinema watching this. Like it was intense. So like I adore this one. I haven't watched it since the cinema, but this is one I'm behind my hands watching. Like it's just, I think it's terrifying.
Yeah, it is good. It is a very, very good movie. So yeah, I'd recommend people check that one out.
Yeah. Similarly, I went and watched Annabelle because I hadn't seen that in years, and we were talking about the Conjuring series last time, and I couldn't really remember much from it. It was I remember not liking it at all last time, and I think that was because I watched it in quick succession with the original Conjuring, so like that comparing it. But like I didn't think it was bad. Really, it had some good scares in it. There were some like genuine tense moments in it. I like the kind of 60, like the Manson murders is sort of a backdrop to what's happening in this movie. I thought that was really interesting, and it does involve like cult murders and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. The Annabelle doll is well used in it, you know. So like I don't think it's definitely middle of the road for this series, but I thought that it was better than I remembered. Hides behind his hands but could beat a coyote, because I could beat the nun as well. That's why I'm defense, you know.
I haven't watched this one for a while, so I'll probably go back and watch that one. So many films in this series, but isn't it? I'll check it out. And then we've got Alien Earth. So we've had 2 episodes since we last talked about this, really. So a few spoilers, ladies and gents, for the latest episode if you've not seen it yet. What do you think?
Loved it. Loving it. I mean, it's just it's absolutely stellar the whole way through. So since the last time we talked, it was the flashback episode. So we're back on the island. Some of the main developments were that the the Yutani companies kind of planned a heist to kind of go and steal the aliens. One of the synth guys has been kind of manipulated into implanting a face hugger on somebody. So like there's kind of like there's a bit where it all starts with like one of the guys is feeding like these kind of bug like wasp kind of things. Yeah. And I loved. So does this back up my point that I said that the eye thing was malicious? That
yes.
It was,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah. It purposely banged on the door to knock your man over. So like we're balls to the wall now. I love how your one's able to control Wendy is able to kind of control the alien. I thought that was really cool. That's like she's telling it to hide and follow them and stuff, and she just like clicks and it comes out and kills the soldiers. I thought that was awesome. I'm just really stoked going into the finale now to see kind of what happens. You know, all the pieces are in place now for I think a really cool.
Climax. Let us know in the comments, guys, what you thought of the last 2 episodes, please. I'm absolutely loving this series. I think it's spot on. I don't know why, but the last episode it didn't blow us away, and I don't know why. Because it had everything I should love. It had loads of action in it and stuff like that. I thought the bit where she rips the guy's jaw off was just horrific. But I don't know. It was like I didn't feel as excited as I have with the other episodes. I don't know why. I still enjoyed it. Don't get us wrong. I just didn't enjoy it as much as some of the creepiness of the other. I think it's maybe now things are out in the open, you don't necessarily get that
there's hundreds of people involved now. There's like 50 soldiers that have been captured and stuff like that. Yeah, that makes sense. There's not that kind of claustrophobic kind of feeling.
I still feel like we haven't seen all of these species that were on the ship. We've seen the eyeball, we've seen these fly things. The plant thing's not really been explained much, has it?
No, and then there's the little bugs that kind of cling onto your heart or something.
Oh yes, yeah.
But there's another. I feel like we might. My hope is that we'll get a sequence literally of 6 of them, new ones, one after another, killing all the soldiers or something like that.
No, killing that prick in the pajamas.
Oh, just one after another. His hand starts melting, and then one of them stabs him, and then one of the. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. I just can't wait. If he survives this season, I'm just going to be absolutely fuming, like proper. I haven't wanted a character to die so much in a long time. But I think that just shows how great the actor I think is in that.
Now
role,
it's interesting because we're watching it's called Aliens, I suppose. So that's a multitude of creatures, but we're supposed to love the xenomorph. The eyeball alien for me is by far the standout of this entire series. The goat stuff is just superb.
Yeah, like it knows pie.
Yeah.
It's that intelligent that like it, this is what I'm sort of saying. Like I feel like if you put it in a person, it would be capable of communicating. So like I almost kind of want an intelligent villain. Yeah. Like a brainiac sort of thing or something like that out of it. You know, I think you could go there. Yeah. I do sort of feel like how are we going to wrap this satisfyingly in
it's Jurassic Park, innit? It's going to end. So it is. It's going to. I think it'll end with everybody dead, pretty much.
Yeah.
And the creatures are on the island, inhabiting the island. In the next season, people going onto the island to try and get them or something,
recapture them or something. Yeah. That'd be interesting.
What do you think? I've forgotten the character's name, but the other synth, the synth who knew that
Timothy Oliphant's character.
What's he playing at?
I was curious of that because the last episode he was seeing that that the synth had been killed by the things and didn't say anything. So I was like, oh, is he working for Yutani as well or something like that? He's been hacked or something along those lines. But then he captures them this time. So I don't know, was it a plan all along to capture
sacrifice
the guy from Yutani? Yes, potentially sacrificing multiple of them. Like they could have killed them, sacrificing a scientist as well, and allowing the aliens to escape the island as well. So I don't know. There's more to find out there. I don't think it's that straightforward.
And are you happy with? I mean, you've said there you are the Wendy character being able to kind of control the alien. Do you like that?
It's something new, and I think within the universe it makes sense. So it's not something I'd like. It handled differently. I think it could bother me.
Yeah.
But no, I think it works in here, and it's something different, like an alien, a human alien queen kind of thing. I think is really cool.
Yeah, loving it. More like this, please. More like this. Oh, and then we've got The Conjuring Last Rites. So this is our thoughts on that movie. We've both been to see it recently. James, what did you think?
I really liked it. I kind of heard meh things going into it. And I don't know, is it just because like I think there's something about just seeing a mainline Conjuring movie in the cinema. I didn't see the last one in the cinema. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really tense. I think it culminates the Warren story really well. Like, you have them, they're kind of aged at this point. Ed is sort of suffering from health issues. So I thought that was an interesting dynamic. I thought the haunting itself was good. I liked the kind of ghost villains in it. Like, there was sort of an axe wielding murderer kind of one. There was like an old woman one. So I thought there was like some really good tense sequences in it. There was a jump scare in it. So we'll go spoilers. When the dad is picking up his glasses and he puts the glasses back on and he bends back over the bed and the thing is at the end of the bed, I literally screamed in the cinema. Like, it's loud. That's one of the most effective jump scares for me. I don't know why. I wasn't ready for a jump yet. I thought it would go longer. So I thought that was great. Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. And I think if this is going to be the final point, the point where you leave the Warrens, the end of the timeline that you leave them, I think it's suitable, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I'd heard a lot of criticism about it, saying that they focused too much on the Warren family dynamics and things.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that personally in the movie. I thought that was all right. It was a good mix. I would like to have seen more in the haunted house. I think we've got a good flavour of that, but it would be nice to have spent longer there, I think. Yeah, overall, really, really good. My only moan, I would say, is they dispatched the demon very, very quickly at the end. Do you know what I mean? The climax of the film felt a bit kind of, I don't know, rushed to
yeah,
me.
I wasn't a big fan of the boyfriend character. Yeah. I didn't really care for him. I thought the daughter was really good, and I like that she shares kind of Lorraine's kind of psychic abilities. So I thought that was really interesting. I like the kind of press thing around it as well. Like, I thought that was an interesting element, that they're outside the house constantly, because it's in a city environment this time.
Yeah.
So I thought that was good. The mirror, I think, is an interesting object to use for it as well. I thought there were some good uses to that, like when they're trying to walk out with it and the cover starts like unbuckling and stuff like that. That was really good. Do you know what? Right, so there's a bit in this where now I remember we were talking with Sorrel, and Sorrel had kind of theorized that the demon was going to be the Annabelle demon.
Right.
And because that would be suitable as like it's the Warren's nemesis sort of thing. That's the final movie is going to be about that. That's maybe hop to something else or whatever. And there's a bit in this where we get like the miss me on the wall, and the daughter's like, "Oh, it's Annabelle." So I kind of thought that was a reveal that it was the Annabelle thing, but it was the demon was sort of just doing that for her, because that's her kind of trauma. That thing has attacked her before, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Annabelle bit. I like the bit with the
giant Annabelle
attack. That was quite good. Yeah. But for me, the strength of these movies, I've said this to you many a times, the strength of these movies isn't those scenes where you've got CGI malarkey. It's just the use of shadows and the use of, the bit of the phone wire being pulled into the dark closet.
That was great.
Stuff like that freaks me out more than anything, you know. Yeah, I really, really like that. Sad to see the vicar die.
We actually rarely ever see people in the main movies, because they're based on like documented events that happen. We rarely ever see people die in those. Yeah. So I was quite surprised, because he's from the first movie as well.
Yeah, but he's a made-up character, so he doesn't exist. So there's no.
I mean, I would hope that they didn't take a real life.
Yeah. I like the wedding scene at the end, where you got characters from all the previous movies.
Was that not a bit much? Do you not think that was here's the family from the first movie, here's the family from the second movie? It's a bit nostalgia baity. Really, Yeah. But what do you think was the scariest moment in it?
Oh, I'm trying to think now. Probably, like I say, the bits that get us most skin crawling is stuff like the dark passages and things, and the phone wire and all that kind of stuff. Really, really jumped out at me. But yeah, it's okay. It's a decent flick. I don't think it's a in the same league as 1 or 2 for me.
100%. Yeah.
But overall, not bad.
I think it's the best because it's Michael Graves or something like that. The guy who's directed. So he directed Conjuring 3. He did La Llorona. He did The Nun 2. And then this. So I think this is his best. It shows that he's improving as a director. This is the best one he's done, I feel. Definitely not the best, but it's in the upper half of the middle. I feel like, of Conjuring movies. I enjoyed it, and I'll watch it again.
Worth checking out, guys. Worth checking out. Did a bit of a Google afterwards on this.
Right.
He's a bit of a sex pest, is Mr. Warren there. Written into the contract for this movie that they're not allowed to reference his infidelity.
I learned that too. That he did cheat on her quite a bit.
Yeah, with a young lady. A very young lady.
That they signed, very young, like too young?
16.
Oh, no.
Year old. Yeah.
I would put a different vibe to that character if they had, like, went to a house and, like, there's the 16-year-old daughter and he starts, like... How old was he at the time?
I can't remember. I just remember... I mean, I think it went away. I think, yeah. Anyway, interesting when you read around it.
Yeah.
We've got Sorrel saying they made a big deal in The Conjuring 2 that you use a demon's name, that's right, to get power of it. This time they just need the power of family.
Yeah.
We've got Phil. Nice to see you, bud. Hi, fellas. I keep bloody missing the show. Nice to catch it live. No problem at all, mate.
Thanks for being here.
Oh, then we've got this. This is The Long Walk. This is based on a short story by Stephen King, set in a kind of a dystopian America, not too far from modern day America, where I don't really understand what the crack was, but they've decided that every year each state does a lottery thing and one person gets to do the long walk. And whoever wins the long walk, which is literally the last person standing, gets the heart's desire or wish or something. This is a really interesting movie. If you're wanting a movie with special effects and explosions and monsters and scares, this ain't the movie for you. It has got some gruesome bits in it. But I absolutely loved this. I was hanging on every word. It's all about human connection. It's about relationships. It's about conversations between people who are thrown into a horrendous situation together. It's got Mark Hamill doing his Joker voice. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. What did you think, James?
I loved it as well, man. This just did everything right for me, you know. So, like, yeah, I was looking into, because I assume the short story elaborates more on what the state of the world is in, because I was reading like the synopsis on Wikipedia and I had a lot more detail about it. But yeah, it's like a military state. It's kind of a thing to boost morale for people, that like the long walk is this kind of like the Olympics, almost like this kind of event that everybody tunes in for, and you know, you're rooting for your state's kid. And like there's a kind of a moment in it where when the character says like, well, nobody really chooses to do this because the state of the world is so desperate, everybody volunteers to go. Like, so you're, you know, like nobody doesn't choose to go on it because they have to, you know. I just think it was really beautiful in moments. Like, it is about humanity in people and like, you know, camaraderie and like desperation, and love, and like you know, it is a very interesting situation to put characters in and have them kind of explore their kind of feelings, like as they're walking and talking. You know, I just thought that was great. I think it's the best. Best isn't the right word. The most effective use of gun violence, I think, in a film I probably ever seen. Like, I was more horrified. I was so horrified anytime somebody got shot in it. Like, it felt really real, and it doesn't shy away from you. Most of the vast majority of the time, you're seeing it pretty straight up. You know? Yeah.
So for those of you that haven't seen this film, I haven't heard of it. Basically, when you're doing this walk, if you slow below 3 miles an hour, you get a warning. And if you stop, you basically get shot in the head, and it's the last person alive.
You get 3 warnings, and they wear off after an hour. So you have 3. If you have 3 warnings, you get 3 hours. You have to walk above, and you get shot if you don't. And they utilize that really well. So there's a moment where the main character gets his 3. He's kind of nodding off on the first night, and he gets his 3 warnings, and then they hit an incline. And he's like, oh shit, like the worst possible moment. And so he kind of starts power walking, and everybody starts slowing down. So everybody starts getting, and it's just a massacre then. It's just like so horrific.
It's one of those films, isn't it, where, you know, we're only with these characters for, what is it, an hour and a half movie or something?
Yeah.
But it's so well written and so well directed that I don't know what you were like, James, but I was genuinely feeling upset when characters that I'd grown to like were being killed.
There's kind of a core 4 group in it, and once the first one goes, you're just like, oh shit, you know. And
you know, like they know, only one of them's surviving, but it's still a bit of a shock every time someone dies.
Let's all be friends, you know. And I think you just see the sheer willpower of some people. Like, there's kind of a journalist character who's writing a book, and he on the incline part he snaps his ankle, and it cuts to a day later. So he's been hobbling at 3 miles an hour on this ankle, with his bones sticking out pretty much. Yeah. It's just like Jesus Christ, you know. I just thought that was great.
The one that got me the most, I think, was the bully kid fighting, and he didn't. I genuinely think he didn't mean to, but one of the kids takes a swing at him and trips over and lands on his face.
He's antagonizing.
Yeah, and you see his face kind of gets scraped, but that's enough for him to be delayed, and then he gets shot in the head and killed.
Yeah.
And it's like, gee,
and I you know, I liked it because Stephen King stuff often has like horrible bully characters, like an It, you know, really sadistic ones. What I really liked about this was it was setting that character up to be that. And then he's just not. So like, you know, they start referencing later. It's like, you got that guy killed, and he really is offended at the idea of being called a killer. And he even threatens Peter, one of the main characters, of like, I have something in store for you. So you are assuming he's going to try and sabotage everyone else in some way, but he doesn't. And then kind of towards the end, he kind of has this breakdown moment of like, I'm not a bad guy. I don't. You know, can we just be friends and stuff? And like really heartfelt. I thought that was great. As well, you know, I really loved the main two in it, like particularly Peter's actor, whose name is escaping me. He's from Alien, Romulus as well. He's amazing. Like, I just want to see him in everything. Like he was just so good in this. Yeah.
So the end of the movie. So spoilers, guys. The movie ends with one of the characters being left standing, and he fulfills the other guy's wish, really.
Yeah.
And dispatches the Colonel. Is it the Colonel or the Major? I can't remember.
The Major.
The Major, which is the
Mark Hamill character.
Mark Hamill character. What do you think? Because again, you can read whatever you want into the end, but we came out of the cinema, and my mother and my wife were talking about it, and I was saying there's a bit where he pulls the gun and he shoots the Major, and at that point he's surrounded by crowds and he's surrounded by soldiers with guns and all this stuff, but literally when he kills the Major, it just goes to him. There's nobody else near him. There's no noise, and he walks off. I think he was shot. I think
that's probably that's probably it. Like he because earlier on the main character is making a point of nobody's ever done that. Nobody's ever like you know, you'll be the winner. You're an important figure at that point. So they won't know what to do. So they might not necessarily shoot me and kill me if I kill the Major. Yeah. And so like you know, there is a possibility that he was arrested and they're kind of like, well, what do we do now kind of thing. But like, the ending indicates to me that he was probably just shot on spot.
Because everyone disappears. There's nothing around him. Just blackness, you know?
Yeah. So it's more symbolic, but I wasn't sure which of the two would live. So and there's a fake out moment where one of them stops and then to let the other, and then the other one stops, you know. So
again, spoilers, ladies and gents, but the book, it's the opposite way around.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, so they've swapped the end to surprise.
Oh, right. So, great. Okay, yeah. So I'll go read the book then to see. But
so overall, guys, this is a cracking little movie. Really recommend you checking out. It's not doing too well at the cinemas apparently, but so I really would recommend people go and try and watch it.
100%, yeah.
And give it a go. It's a good one. Okie dokie. Sorrel saying, read the book. It's much, much better. It's a cycle of violence, absolutely. Joshy boy, if you won, what would your wish be? Ooh, that's a good question. James, if you won, you've got one wish. What's it going to be? Sorrel has gone for meatball sub and a Pepsi.
It's hard to say because like you get a wish on top of like like a fortune, like unlimited
you get
money effectively. So what do you? I don't know what state the world's in. What do you even ask for? I'd be like, I want these 20 people in my life to also have unlimited money, or to be something like that. Help out other people. Like I didn't know whether. My point was I didn't know whether. I knew when it was. I didn't know which one it was going to be, but I knew that one of them's going to win, and they're going to use their wish to do the other one. So like one of the guys says, "I want there to be two winners of the long walk." So like the two people that make it to the end who are best friends are can go together. So yeah, I thought the ending was great, but I don't know why I'd pick. I'm
going with fuzzy two Todgers. Two Todgers works for me. Two Todgers works for me. Yeah. So this is based on Stephen King's short story, and it got us thinking. Stephen King is a bit of a goat, isn't he? He's done some phenomenal stuff.
Oh, incredible.
So I thought we'd wrap up tonight's show by just briefly talking about some of his TV shows, movies that have been based on his writing. So not his books necessarily, but things that have been based on his works. We've got a couple of slides, guys. We're not going to go into each one in detail. I just want to know if you've seen some of these, James. I grabbed this off Tinternet. I haven't seen some of these. I remember Tommy Knockers, Children of the Corn and things like that. But it's interesting. I don't know why. I always associate Stephen King with horror. But he's done stuff that I wouldn't... There's films on here that I didn't realise were Stephen King, like Lawnmower Man. Don't know if you've seen Lawnmower Man.
No.
Horrendous, like the first use of CGI back in the day. But I didn't think that was it. I mean, it is kind of horror.
Yeah.
Apt Pupil. Didn't realise that was Stephen King.
I didn't know that was him either, but that makes sense, I think, you know.
Yeah.
It is interesting. Like, there's a very famous story that... Because Stephen King is primarily known as a horror writer.
Yeah.
But he's written some of the best drama or uplifting kind of drama stories ever, like Shawshank and Green Mile and stuff like that. So there's a very famous story that he was shopping out in a grocery store once, and a woman came up to him and said, "You're horrible. Why don't you write something nice like Shawshank Redemption?" And he goes, "I did write Shawshank Redemption."
Yeah.
I don't know if that actually happened, but it's a funny story, and I like it, you know. But yeah, no, like his horror, he's just this master of horror. Like, I didn't even realize he did like Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
But like Ish is an all-time great, like 100%, you know. Carrie, obviously a all-time great as well. Like, you know, both movies and books. Salem's Lot. Just stellar. Like, really.
I don't know what Cell is. I haven't seen Cell. I
haven't seen Cell.
It,
Misery. He did Misery.
Yeah. Absolutely love Misery. Misery. We've got some of the big ones here. Stand By Me, all-time classic. Absolutely phenomenal movie. Some of the guys in the chat are saying it's flawless.
Yeah.
Years and years and years since I've seen it. But
I actually don't think I've seen it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go back and say the Cat's Eyes one is the one I talked about relatively recently. It's a kind of an anthology one of weird little stories.
Yeah.
All through the eyes of a cat, which is really cool. I never realised Running Man was Stephen King.
I only learnt that last week because someone was saying how many Stephen King adaptations there are this year, and they said Running Man. I'm like, I didn't even realise Running Man was him. Yeah. Creep shows we've obviously talked about before. Silver Bullet. I don't think I've seen Silver Bullet. Is that one you're familiar with?
No,
I assume it's a werewolf thing. Yeah,
it didn't look like a werewolf thing, does it?
Yeah.
Like a baseball bat. So, but I'm presuming so. Never heard of that one. The Mist I've seen relatively recently, just absolutely heartbreaking. And then Johnny Depp in Secret Window.
I thought Secret Window was a remake of Rear Window. I didn't realise that's a separate thing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Firestarter, I remember watching that years and years and years ago. But yeah, good old Drew Barrymore. Yeah. And then moving on to some of his kind of more famous ones. We've got Shawshank Redemption, sorry. I just one of my all-time favourite movies, I have to say.
Yeah. Christine, I forgot he wrote Christine, didn't he? Oh, I love Christine. And like, that's, you know, I mean, you know, I would love a Stephen King, John Carpenter combo there. Yeah. I love it. I saw it in cinemas for the first time 2 years ago or so, and I loved it. Like, really, adored it. Really hope the cast comes to For the Love of Horror at some point. The Shining, obviously, absolutely. How old is Stephen King? Because like The Shining movies from what
it's a kind of age
68 or something. So when did he write that book?
I'm not a big fan of The Shining, I have to say.
I think it's great. I think it is like, for me, the hard thing was that it had been so parodied to death and stuff that I didn't find it scary, really. And you know, there's like a bit in Friends where Joey's reading The Shining and he has to put it in the freezer because it's so scary. I just never got that effect with books. I don't find books scary at all. Like, I don't get that. 1408. Have you ever? Or is it 1403?
I don't think I've seen it. Is that Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah, Sam Jackson and John Cusack, and that has some really great twists in that. Like, there's I actually only came across a TikTok or a short the other day of a scene from it, and so just like a really, really good jump scare. I watched it years ago. I really liked it.
Misery is one of my all-time favourites. I think that's just a perfect film.
Yeah, Misery is brilliant. Green Mile. I think that's my favourite of his non-horror stuff. I absolutely love that. And like Michael Clark Duncan is just incredible in that. Tom Hanks is incredible in that. Yeah, brilliant.
I don't know if I've seen Dead Zone. You seen Dead Zone?
Nope, never seen Dead Zone. There's another one I like of his. Netflix made the movie. And it was Carla Gugina, and she's locked to a bed, and the husband dies.
All right.
The name is escaping me. Fuzzy. If Fuzzy's watching, you might know. Came out. Came out 4 or 5 years ago on Netflix. That's gonna piss me off now. I can't remember, but it's really good. It's basically like they're having a kinky sex, and he has a stroke while they're having sex, and so he collapses dead. She's stuck to the bed, and she's like, for the next 3 days, they're trying to get out of the bed and stuff. Fuzzy doesn't know. That's annoying me now. Hopefully someone knows.
Doctor Sleep, I've never seen. That's the kind of is it a prequel or a sequel to Shining?
Sequel. It's about Danny when he's older. It's got vampires in it.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
it's an interesting. It is an interesting one, and it's like callbacks to the movie. I really like that one.
Oh, we'll jump to the chat in a second, guys, and see, because lots of conversation here about Stephen King. I absolutely adore Stephen King, but I have to say I'm a big fan of his son's work. I've watched more Stephen King stuff, but I've read more of his son's work. Joe Hill. He's done some incredible books. Heart-Shaped Box is one of my all-time favourites.
Black Phone?
Black Phone.
Black Phone
by Joe Hill.
Sorry, Gerald's Game is the name of the
I have heard of that.
That's a horrible one.
Joe Hill, Black Phone, some amazing stuff. Let's see what people are saying. Fuzzy saying Stand By Me is the GOAT. Yeah. That's the one we should probably go back and rewatch, James. I don't know if I don't know which channel would do that on, because it's not really horror, but it's just a classic film. Stand By Me is GOAT tier indeed, Fuzzy. One of my favourite movies ever made. Stand By Me, 100%. Loved him until he kind of exposed himself. Yeah. Agree, Connie. Flawless. The JFK time travel novel is my favourite. Which one's that?
Oh, it's is it 1963 or 63 or something it's called? Or no, it's a time. It's like something like that. There's an adaptation with James Franco.
Is that it? 11/22/63?
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Read it on the plane on the way back from America and barely noticed. Okay. I watched Stand By Me so much when I was a kid. My DVD broke. Apparently, the time travel from the JFK book is going to be in the Welcome to Derry series as a side character. That's interesting.
So there's a TV show called Castle Rock. And it's I don't know if you've ever read the Dark Tower stuff, but the Dark Tower stuff sort of takes place outside of the Stephen King multiverse. So there's and the movie had allusions to that. There's I think you see the hotel from The Shining, you see the Pennywise thing, but it doesn't go into it as much as the books do. But Castle Rock is incorporates a bunch of Stephen King characters from different stuff. So Annie from Misery is in it. There's one of the guards from Shawshank, I think, in it.
He did
there's references to other things,
He did a weird kind of, I'm sure, what was it called? A weird TV series about a hospital. In each floor, there was ghosts in the basement and things. I can't remember what that was called. Anybody know what that was in the chat? I'm sure, was it Kingdom Hearts or something? I can't remember. Anyway.
It's funny that I know for a fact after this I'm going to be looking up what Stephen King has done. And I'm gonna get pissed off that there was a thing I love that I forgot to mention in the thing, because he's just done so much. It's
I've seen Secret Window, Sorrel, but years ago I can't remember much about it.
Yeah, same.
Shockingly, I've never seen the Shawshank. It's worth a watch, Connie. I think you like it. It's a really cool film. Yeah. Stand By Me, first movie, I cried at the end. Yeah, it's a hard watch. He's 77. Fuzzy saying he looks very gaunt for his age now. Yeah,
you would think from how long he's been around, he's older. How old was he when he wrote The Shining?
I mean, he's churned out the books over the years. Connie's saying I like his short stories. I tend to prefer short story collections, if I'm being honest, Connie. They hold my attention more. Rewatched Misery the other day, still holds up. I wonder if Ghostbusters 2 would have been any better if Stephen King was involved. Absolutely. I watched The Tall Grass.
In the Tall Grass, great. Yeah, it's great.
Is it Stephen King or is that Joe Hill? Because
I thought that was Stephen King, isn't it?
I don't know. I thought I read that in a Joe Hill book, but I've watched that. It's an interesting one. It is a really interesting one. I don't really fully understand. It's about time.
It's both of them.
It's both of them, is it?
Yeah, they wrote it together.
Okay.
The Boogeyman is my least favorite adaptation. I saw that in the cinema a few years ago, 3 years ago or so. That was crap. But I think the actual story itself is probably good. Fuzzy got pissed off because I named it literally right as he was typing.
Yeah. Yes, Connie. Joe Hill did Basket Full of Heads. He did. Stephen King. There's a great. I got it in these. I think I've showed off in the show. DC have done these great little what I class as holiday books. It's like short-sized comic book, but little. I don't know what they're called, like digest books. And they did a series called American Vampire by Scott Snyder.
Yeah.
And Stephen King did fleshed out the backstory to the character and Rites, kind of like the follow-on series. Really, really cool. That's it, Fuzzy. Kingdom Hospital. Was there something about an aardvark wandering around in that, or was I having some kind of episode? I think there's an aardvark just wanders into the wards now and then or something. Never know. Yeah, there we go. Compact
Comics. Yeah.
Recommend picking up American Vampire. It's a really interesting series. Okie dokie. So
I thought I replaced that one. Did I not? No. Shit.
You failed.
Yeah.
Anything happening on the channel you want to mention, James?
Yeah, we have a few things up at the moment. So we have our Toxic Avenger review from a couple weeks ago is up standalone. We also have the Jason Universe short, the sweet. I was going to say Sweet Christmas, but it's not Sweet Christmas. Sweet Revenge is up. We also have reviews of Together, the weapons, all the recent horror movies, and then tomorrow midday we'll have I'll be back on The Conjuring. So that'll be up tomorrow.
Very cool. Lots of good stuff. Ellen is just saying you would have used Stephen King's name if you were if he was your dad. So interesting. Joe Hill's a phenomenal writer. I kind of got to know him mainly through a comic book series called Lock and Key. You might have seen it was translated into a Netflix TV show.
I know Lock and Key.
Nowhere near as good as the book.
Comic is
But he specifically didn't tell publishers that he was Stephen King's son because he wanted to make a name for himself. Some of his first books are anthologies of short stories. He then did Heart-Shaped Box, which is superb. He did a book which I believe is now being made into, or it was made a while ago, into a Netflix or an Amazon show called Nosferatu, but with 4-2. Nosferatu or something.
Oh, yeah. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, which is really good. He's an incredible writer. If you can get his anthology books, worth checking out. Some really, really cool stuff. Okie dokie, that's your whack, ladies. Oh, that's the wrong show. Sorry. That's all, ladies and gents. We've come to the end of tonight's show. Thank you so much to everybody that's been watching. As we said earlier, please do spread the word. Chat with your pals. Get them to have a little look-see at the channel. We are tantalizingly close to 500 subscribers. Would really, really appreciate you trying to get with some support and get up to that big 500. It would be much appreciated. And with that, Mr. Keegan, is there anything you want to say before we go?
Well, Peter, it's not Halloween yet. It's in about a month or so. But I still think everyone's entitled to one good scare.